Hey, this is Matt. Once again, welcome back to another video. This is a paid request for Devonte. I believe this is the second of two requests he sent. First off, thank you for your patience. Second off, I'm sorry that for everyone out there, requests are taking longer than usual. Just had a backlog and try and get them up as soon as I can. That's why I'm uploading like 4 or so a day. But thank you for your patience. Thank you for your generosity, not just you, Devonte, but everybody else. And if anyone wants to request a movie review, re-review, topic, tier list, ranking, video game playthrough, whatever the case, PayPal is the best way to do it. Do have a Cash App as well. Links are down in the info box, and I will get to it as soon as I can. Also, if you hear background noise, it's the AC fan, because it's, even though it's September, it's still hot in Texas. Can't be surprised, but Life of Belle is the film of today, which is interesting to get requests for films that I've never even heard of. Just Life of Belle. Some places say it came out 2023. Some places say it came out 2024. I don't know, flip a coin and that'll be the date I'll put. But it is on YouTube. Someone did upload it on YouTube for free. The film is only like an hour and 10, hour and 12 minutes. Maybe even less than that. It's not too long of a movie, which is nice. And it's a found footage film. Now, I've said this before, and I'll say it again. Found footage films, there's a bit of intrigue that I have with that kind of stuff, because when it's good, it's really good, and when it's bad, at least it's pretty short, and maybe it's like, okay, not much happens, or it's typical cliches, or it's familiar tropes. And, I mean, I'm still always curious about it. Idea whether found footage films or mockumentary, fake documentary movies. Now, Life of Belle, it's a really, really simple, straightforward story. We see body cam footage of a cop going up to a house. He hears... granted, I thought this was pretty funny, because the guy who played the cop was a really bad actor, or the director really directed him poorly. It's one or the other. Might have been the director acting him poorly. He hears a scream of a kid in the house, and he's like, "Everything okay over there?" And he's like calm, and he's not rushing. He's like calmly. He hears a scream of a kid. He's like, and he calmly walks around. I mean, you could say he's calmly doing it because he doesn't want to go and get shot. But it's one of those things where he would at least be yelling, screaming, "Hello, can you hear me?" Something like that. But I'm like, okay, that wasn't really the best acted idea. Whether the director told him to do that or what the case, I don't know. So the cop goes in. There's a few bodies. Then we get the idea that around July of 2018, there was a family of 4. A mom, a dad, a little girl, and a little boy. 3 of the family members are dead. The little girl is missing. These are the last few days of her footage leading up to her disappearance. And then it kind of replays, I want to say like Paranormal Activity, although to be honest, I would say more things happen in Paranormal Activity compared to this. Where you have a house, you have various different cameras. Granted, part of me is like, well, why do they have so many cameras? On the one hand, to watch their kids. On the other, can people afford this shit normally? Just like a camera in every room, and then the little girl gets a camera as a gift. Now, the best thing I will say about the film that makes it at least watchable, and there's some creepy moments. The kids did a really good job. The little girl and the little boy, I don't know their ages, but they had to be maybe 8, 10, 11, in that range. Definitely not older. Like, they're very young, but they're very natural. They're very natural in their performances. When they're just playing around, when she's recording about slime or doing a dance, like she is very natural. Okay, this is how a kid would act. When she gets scared, it's believable. I didn't feel like it was stiff wooden acting. Even the little boy, I thought he did a good job too. I think it was an actual family that did this because everyone had like the same last name. I couldn't find a whole lot of info on this, but I think they are an actual family. The father, honestly, his acting was the most mixed of them all. I thought the kids did a better job acting than the adults. The mom, she did okay, especially when she's going screwy. Just really most of the film is them and their family life. The dad has to go on a trip for work. He keeps reminding his wife, have you taken your medication? Have you taken your medication? There's a little bit of animosity, a little bit of arguing. The husband apologizes, goes on his way, and then the mom starts acting screwy. Not 0 to 100 right away, but she seems fine, then she'll be like talking to someone that's not there, or the kids are playing kind of a hide and seek game and they see their mom rocking back and forth on the floor. Like little stuff that happens here and there. The little girl sees the mom pounding on her brother's door. Then the mom is kind of very forceful on them playing this game of don't open your eyes. And when they open, because they're getting scared, she yells at them more. And when they get more scared, they open their eyes more and she yells at them more. That was an effective scene because I thought all the actors, like the kids, felt like it seemed like they were really scared. I'm hoping that was acting because it felt like they were really believable. I hope it isn't one of those Daddy 05 situations where, if you don't know, Daddy 05 was his YouTube channel where they would do these videos where, I broke my kid's video game and look how they try. I did this and look how they try. And then the more you saw, the more disturbing it was, and child services had to be called in, and so I mean you're hoping that this was more of just acting. I'm hoping. And that's kind of it for the whole movie. So it's not like it's a big budget production. It's pretty much inside the house. Once in a while they're outside, but they don't go anywhere. Maybe where there's like a slide or something. But again, you don't go to a lot of locations. It's mainly in the house. It's mostly those four. Then again, the father goes away, so it's mostly the three of them. So it's not the most exciting movie. It's not a movie where I could really say and describe a whole lot of what happened. I mean, the kids are looking for worms. They're brushing their teeth. They hear their mom crying at night. We see Tamara, she's throwing pills away. Or she thinks the food is poison, she throws the food away. Stuff like that. And like I said, the kids were really good. I keep stressing that because you really felt sorry for them. You really felt sympathy for them. And it seemed as if, okay, this is like a creepy tale of, what would you do if your loved one or your parent or your mom succumbed to, say, schizophrenia or whatever the case may be. That'd be very sad, very tragic. I'm sure that's happened in real life. But spoilers. I gotta go into spoilers. What I did not like, I mean, number one, I didn't like I get it. It doesn't have to be action explosions. It's a found footage film, but it felt very familiar. Have you seen? There's been 7? How many Paranormal Activity films has been? At least 6 or 7, like 6 or 7. Because there was 4 of them, and then there was, what, the marked ones and the ghost dimension. Wasn't there another one? Maybe there wasn't. I don't know. There's at least 6 of them. There might have been 7, but I don't. So so it's very familiar, other than the 2 kids being good at their acting. But you know, to be small and quaint. What could have been a creepy tale of tragic parents succumbing to schizophrenia, it's another fucking ghost movie, paranormal movie, which I thought it was really, that was just kind of a lame, typical direction to go in. You'll notice it early on, because 42 minutes in, the camera is pointing at the stairwell. The stairwell's like over here, and then over here is like the rest of the room. Someone walks by. Well, no, someone is doing something. You see a shadow on this wall go by, and there's like a doll, a stuffed doll, and it falls to the ground. I'm like, oh great, it's a shadow man. It's a ghost. It's a spirit. It's an entity. And I noticed it right away. Some people, I just never noticed that, but I don't know, I see something fall, I rewind it, oh shit, what the hell's that? And so right then and there, and told me, literally 40 minutes in, and we still got, less than half an hour left. Okay, I already know what's happened. I already know what's going on. So I just, that's been done so many times before. There's been less times where it's, I just thought the other idea would have been creepier. That this was a mom that succumbed to insanity, like sadly some people do in real life. That to me would have been more effective. That to me would have been more emotionally hard-hitting, palpable, just gut punch. Instead, you did chalk up to she's possessed, or wherever the hell the case happened. Heavy spoilers. What happens is, I guess the kids, they don't have a phone. I'm surprised the kids didn't try to get the phone and try to call their dad and say, hey, mommy's not well. I mean, they're pretty young. Although, I mean, if the girl knows how to handle a video camera, they probably know how to handle a cell phone. But then they have to get the cell phone, of course. I guess they don't know anybody in the neighborhood to go to and say, hey, she's going crazy. And then with the mom, like, she wants him to do certain things, but I didn't really understand it. I'm sure you could think about it and you're supposed to come to your own conclusions, but well, like, did she now want? Okay, like she didn't want them to. She wanted them to close their eyes, but I don't really think that really comes into play later on. And there were times like the mom's trying to talk at the end, and I try to understand what the fuck she was saying. I kind of wish there were subtitles. Like I said, she does the thing where she tells them, keep your eyes closed. And then she tries to act like motherly and kind. Then when they open their eyes, she yells, no, whatever you do, don't open your eyes, close your eyes, keep your eyes closed. Then she goes back to, oh, you're so pretty, you're so... I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I mean, I don't get... If you open your eyes, the ghost will get you, the ghost will possess you, but then she kills him anyway. I don't know. She throws away the food, she gets the light bulbs, the dad comes home. Now, the dad's a pretty big guy, so I don't know how the hell he couldn't manhandle her. He's a pretty big fella. But apparently she did off screen, because we don't see it. We just see the dead body later. She chases the kids. The kids run. They find their dad dead. Well, they find their dad dead. The mom shushes the boy. And I think you get the idea that she put the knife in the kid's eye. Because the little girl freaks out. I would say the creepiest moment is she turns the camera and you briefly see the little boy on the ground. Like, and you briefly see that his eyes are bloodied. But I mean briefly, like he's on. She pans the camera and he's like right here on the ground. You could easily miss him. But what he said, he's like, "Please help me." The way he said that was so real and natural. Again, that's creepy. Very, very effective. The two kids. Then the little girl, like the mom has blocked the door so she can't get out. She's kind of screaming. She doesn't know what to do. And then the mom keeps trying to talk to her, but I guess she wants the girl to stab her own eye. But like, again, I try to understand what the mom was saying. She was trying to say some stuff, but I try to understand what the fuck she was saying. And then her back is towards the camera, far away, and then she does something. I don't know what she does, but she falls to the ground and dies. I guess she stabbed her own eye, or I guess. Because again, she's far away, her back's to the camera, and I couldn't tell what the fuck she was saying. I'm like, okay, she wanted the girl to do it, but then why don't you do it since you did it to your boy and you did it to your husband? Why don't you try to do it to your girl? I didn't understand that either. She had the boy, did it. She obviously did it to the husband. Why didn't she just grab the girl and do it? Why is she like trying to give the knife to the girl, and then the girl throws away the knife? Like, what is the mom doing? I didn't understand it. I didn't understand it at all. Something about being taken. But what, aliens? Are they aliens? Is it? But they're ghosts? Maybe it's a ghost of Mars. I don't fucking know. So that's the thing. The only backstory is there's a little campfire bit. Well, not kind of a campfire. Where the dad, the husband, says about how you met her back in the day, or her or someone, I can't remember, and about how they thought they were being watched, or saw someone in the corner of their eye, and if you think you're being watched, don't shrug it off. That's pretty much all. You don't get any backstory, you don't get any lore, there's not a whole lot to really get into unpackaged mystery-wise. So I can't really get into. There's no lore. There's really nothing much to the story to really think about. There's not a question mark. Was she crazy? Was there something else? They literally show it. First 42 minutes in. Second, before the camera shuts off, there's these spirits around the girl. So you know what it is. So it's not like you can't ponder. Like Blair Witch Project. You can assume it's supernatural, but it could be a number of other things as well. Here, there's not really that choice. So, other than the two kids being very believable, unless you're a diehard found footage fan, I mean, if you ever watch on YouTube, it's for free. I would say only for diehard found footage fans. I know you never know what happened to the girl. So, I mean, I don't know. Did she go to the dimension where insidious things went? Did she go on a spaceship? I don't fucking know. But that's pretty much it. There's not a whole lot else to talk about. So, yeah. Take that for you will. I would never watch it again. I wouldn't say I really liked it. But, I mean, there's a couple effective moments of the kids' reactions to their mom. I think they went more in that direction, and then the kid had to kill her mom in self-defense. And so she had to do that, but her brother, and either she did that and saved her brother, but her dad's dead and she had to kill her mom. That's tragic enough. Or she's a sole survivor and she killed the mom, and it's, again, sad case of people not paying attention, people not listening to what they should do, parenting. Not everyone should be a parent. I mean, that just would have been a much more interesting direction for me, story-wise. But that's just me. With that said, thanks for watching. Take care. We'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye for now.